Brad Labs. So I made a new, I cut the Brad Labs thing so it's like a background now. So let's say a game doesn't work and it crashes. Instead of getting a black screen or my desktop, you actually get like some sort of backdrop. So uh, that's what's new. But this is the what do I play when I'm not streaming stream special. And since so many people asked what I do when I'm not streaming, I thought I'd stream it. So yeah, here goes. Oh, what is that? What is that in the background? Oh, what is that? It's it's none other than how could it be? Oh, okay. Should go over. Yes, yes, it be. It be RuneScape. Not just any RuneScape, but old school RuneScape. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like the the classiest of medieval games, other than maybe like WoW. So yeah, this is what I do when I'm not streaming. I play RuneScape for large periods of time. I'm trying to stretch this out so it fits the screen, but I don't think it's going to. I think I can switch to full screen mode. See, it's a full screen mode. Resizable. I don't actually know how to fix this, so what we'll do is we'll just like keep it the way it is. There's a little black like sliver down at the bottom. I guess it'll just I could probably get it so it like changes to the Uh-oh. No, that's terrible. That is terrible. Okay. We'll keep it the way it is, and if it's a problem we'll change it later. But anyways, yeah. The classic of classics medieval games. Uh I don't know, maybe I'll do something, find the most like exciting thing to do, which probably be like Slayer and killing stuff, and then I'll find the most boring thing to do, probably like a farm run or something. But like I got until 9, I got like 3 hours until I have to like actually get up and go to work. So this is kind of different because I typically never want to get up at 8 a.m. to get a stream together and then stream. So this is definitely different. Uh, I have not done a solo stream since Factorio night. Well, a full solo stream for like months. So this is a little bit different. So what do I want to do? Do I even have a Slayer task? Okay. What am I fighting? Oh, banshees. Okay. So we will go kill some banshees then. So we need earmuffs. This is a terribly organized bank. Any actual RuneScape player looks at my bank is probably gonna like screech for me not keeping it organized. I don't even know if I can wear this. Yeah, I can. Okay, we're good. A coif. Amulet of Glory. So I'm just like grabbing all the equipment that I need to go. For anybody who doesn't play RuneScape, I'm just grabbing all the equipment that I need to go be able to effectively kill these banshees. So typically Slayer tasks aren't like killing normal monsters. It's you get assigned these monsters, and sometimes they have like special abilities that can hurt you. So you have to wear special equipment like these earmuffs for banshees because they screech and make you very sad. Oh, I can't wear that yet, can I? Yeah, I can. What am I missing? Pants. And then we'll get the arty cloak. We should be good to go. Now I don't know if I do not know if let's see. Twisted Banshees. See if they drop gems. We'll bring a gem bag. No, they have a terrible gem drop table. Okay. So, I'm going to go kill some banshees then. Get some foods. Take some foods with us. Take 10 lobsters. See, the thing is, I don't typically stream this game, so it's a lot of it. It's a lot more different feeling streaming it versus actually playing it just casually. So what I did there was I used some magic, to get to where I needed to go, and yeah. So I'm gonna go deposit these runes I don't need, and then because I overcalculated the runes I needed. I want as many open slots in my inventory as possible. Let's see, how do I get to go? I think there's a special path you could take, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm tabbing out, like checking the wiki real quick just to make sure I go to the right place. Twisted Banshee. Catacombs of Krend. It's like a southern entrance. Oh no, I could just take the altar and do the. Okay. Or the center place. Like, if anyone has any questions about this, like, I'm not the best mentor when it comes to this game because pretty. I'm a pretty fresh player. Well, I'm not super fresh, but I'm definitely not as advanced as some of the people who play this game who make a living playing this game. I'm definitely not a PvPer. Like, I can't PvP for shit. If anyone wants to see my stats are there for anyone who is like a more experienced player. And I can no longer run. Onto killing some banshees. I should have saved my run energy because now I'm gonna have to like run past some monsters I really don't want to run past. These shouldn't be a problem. The Cyclopses, though, those are a problem. So should. Or the Ankus. Get over here in this doorway. Actually, I could have sat in this doorway instead of being stupid. Yeah, so this is RuneScape. Welcome. Me just like killing banshees for I don't know however many kills I need to do, like 80 or something, like 83. But like yeah, this is what I do when I'm not playing a game on a stream. I'm just like playing RuneScape casually, and I just slowly complete tasks so my account can get better. And yeah, like last night I was just completing quests. I did a quest. Actually, I did two. I'm trying to get one of the more better teleport methods in the game, which is something called fairy rings. So I just started the first of two quests to get those. So it's gonna be a grind. But yeah, so basically I just sit here and let my character kill stuff while I'm on the Slayer task, so I can get my Slayer level up. Because as you get your Slayer level up, you can kill more unique monsters, and those higher level monsters allow you to get they have better drops, so that you can like because whenever you kill a character or whenever you kill a monster, they drop something, and sometimes their items that they can drop are good, sometimes they're not so good. But the higher you go in Slayer, the more unique monsters you can fight, and the better their drops are. We'll see what this guy drops. I've already like shot over 50, probably bone bolts at this guy, but there's like 65 pure essence, which and an ancient shard. That's actually pretty good because that's a pretty good weapon upgrade for stuff later. And I'm getting hurt pretty bad. Oh no, get out of the way. Oh no, I don't want to die. Okay, cool. This is a pretty good upgrade. So if I can, there's a sword I could get later that if I take a bunch of these and combine it with a sword, it'll make a super overpowered sword for fighting demons. It's called the Arclight. This is actually my first ancient shard drop. I think these are pretty. Let's see how much this is. I don't know if you can even sell these. Yeah, I mean I'm an Iron Man, so I can't sell or trade with players. So everything I have to get myself. I don't know. I've never really wanted to stream this game. Just well, I mean, because one, I like to play casually, and two, a lot of it is literally just doing the same thing repetitively, and sometimes that doesn't make for good. Like, if someone wants to sit here and watch something super like action intensive, I guess this isn't necessarily the game unless you're doing some like bossing or something. A lot of the time, you're just building your character up to do those more exciting things, or gathering the materials to do those more exciting things. This guy's fighting a superior specter. See, look, like this guy's like fighting like a mini boss sort of thing against this abhorrent specter. What a Chad. Anyways, yeah, I know it. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's true. This is what I do when I'm not on stream, other than being at work or eating food. I'm playing this, or maybe I'm playing with some other friends on something like Warhammer or something. But you know, this isn't necessarily the most entertaining thing to watch. It's more of a, I guess, conversation piece. If someone wants to like ask questions about it, I'll answer as best I can. I'm not the most knowledgeable RuneScape player, but I definitely learned a lot more playing it than I did before. I guess his drop wasn't too good. Did oh did that guy wasn't too excited. So for anybody who hasn't played RuneScape before, the way RuneScape works is it works on a system of drop tables. So each monster or enemy or boss or whatever has a drop table. And then so it's like a roll of the dice, and both of these are attacking me in multi, and that's actually hurting a lot. Okay. So actually I could probably bring, oh, every single time I like go to the top right of the screen, it does this like weird thing. So I can actually pull this up. If I do, I can show you like the Twisted Banshee drop table. So on the OS wiki, I can pull this up for you guys quickly. I can tab because I'm in a safe spot and I'm praying. So what I'll do is I'll pull up the back display capture, pull this up. Okay, so like you can look at the wiki, the OSRS wiki, and it tells you what the Twisted Banshee tells you all their stats, who it can be assigned by for Slayer Master, and then this is the drop table. So what happens is whenever you kill one, it's gonna roll on against all these tables. And see this one, let's say for instance it's a 1 in 25.6 chance when you kill a Banshee, if it rolls this table, that you get a battle staff as a drop. And it tells you how much and how much it sells for on the Grand Exchange. But seeing I'm an Iron Man, I can't sell in the Grand Exchange, so I'll probably just use magic and turn it into coins because there is a way to do that, but it's just not as effective. And then like see there's other things like there's a 34 and 128 chance of dropping of rolling the herb table. So whenever you kill, there's 30 a 34 and 128 chance that you roll on this table, and it says when the table drop is rolled, 3 random herbs will always drop. So what you saw before, I got 3 herbs because it rolled this table. There's a rune table, so this is like how you cast magic in this game is with runes, and uh, as you can see in the quantities, like for instance, there's a 101 and 128 chance that drops 35 fire runes. Um, and then some of the more rare stuff, like look at this Torstal seed, because it's like a high level herb that you can farm with seed. 1 in 1,162. So essentially, in theory, you'd have to kill 100 or correction 1,162 Twisted Banshees to get this. Granted, that's not always the case. Sometimes you could become extremely lucky and get it on the first drop, on the first kill you do. But in theory, you would have to kill this many to get that drop. So sometimes like people will go for super things that are super hard to. Oh, hey, I should probably start attacking something. Uh, Sometimes people will go for things that are super difficult on a drop table because it's like super impressive to show off, and it'll take them 2 or maybe 3 times the drop rate to get it. For instance, like pets and things, or they really need it for some quest or whatever, or maybe some combat. And then sometimes you can go twice the drop rate, or sometimes you get it on the first kill, which is adds some randomness to the game. But sometimes adds a lot of frustration to the people who are sitting there grinding it for hundreds or maybe 1,000 hours. Uh, but yeah, it's definitely a interesting game. You haven't heard of the game before? I mean, old school RuneScape is, I mean, it's pretty big community. I think it was like the last, hold on, I can check how many concurrent players play this game. I could just go to the website and it like says how many concurrent players there are. There's more on old school than there is on RuneScape 3. So there's two RuneScapes. RuneScape 3 is like a newer version, which is like more modern graphics, different versions of combat and stuff. This one's old school, so this is like between when RuneScape Classic was a thing and the new combat system, because a lot of players didn't like the new combat system, so they brought this back as like a classic version, and this actually typically gets like twice as many players on it than the RuneScape 3. Um, this game doesn't have old school doesn't have microtransactions, but RuneScape 3 does, and so that's also another major difference on why there's a lot more players over here than there is on RuneScape 3. There's about 90,000 people currently playing. That's 90,000 people currently on the servers like playing. It's kind of cool. And then so they also have an interesting for old school, because it's like, people want it to maintain the old school status, like they don't want it to um really change without like the community really being a part of it. So one of the unique ways that this game does content is that whenever there is some new, the devs are promoting some new update or something, they will make it a voted on. They'll make it so the community has to vote on it. And if it doesn't get 70% of the community to vote yes on it, it doesn't enter the game. So I can show you here. So like here's like a poll for a new quest, Desert Treasure 2, that they wanted to add or something. And so you can see here, this is the community voting on all the pieces of that quest and all the rewards, so that like all these green ones passed with like a higher than 70%, and these two failed. Or actually I think it's like 72, 73%. But yeah, these ones failed, so these ones won't pass unless there's like, maybe they'll repoll them or something to see if they'll pass again if they get more people. But yeah, so this is how content's passed in this game. This is how content is developed in this game. So it definitely heavily relies on community feedback. It is one of the more unique live service games that I've played. So it's a monthly fee. So like RuneScape, old school RuneScape, there's a free to play mode, but you're restricted to a small part of the world. After this combat, I'll show you. Um, and then when you play members, um, you unlock the entire world. Members is like $15 a month, and yeah, yeah, it's like 15 bucks a month or something like that. 15, something like, yeah, I don't remember. But on free to play, it also locks a lot of the skills, so you can't use a lot of skills like construction, hunter, farming, slayer, fletching, thieving, herblore, and agility are locked if you are not a member. And then there's like, you're definitely restricted to a very small area of the world. But okay, so the thing is, technically in old school, there is one microtransaction, and that microtransaction is you can buy these things called bonds, and a bond allows you can sell it. It's complicated. If you've ever played Eve Online, you know what I'm talking about. Like you can essentially get enough cash in the game, like enough cash in game to buy membership for yourself. Um, it's A bond is about 5 to 6 million GP on the Grand Exchange if you're not an Iron Man, and you can go buy a bond and activate membership on your account for 2 weeks. And people can go on the RuneScape website and buy bonds and sell them on the Grand Exchange. So it's like it allows people who are free to play in a sense to earn their membership if they want. And it definitely gives an option to people who know what they're doing in the game to be able to not necessarily have to pay membership fees. They can just buy their bonds on the marketplace. I can show you. I was going to show you the map of the free to play zone, but it's definitely very restricted compared to the rest of the map. Also, the amount of quests and things you have access to is very restricted as well. I think there's like maybe 10 or 20 quests for free to play, something like that. And then there's like easily like 100 in the game, like as a whole. Like I wouldn't be able to do this if I was a free to play. Like I'm in a definitely in a members area, and I'm doing Slayer. Come on, land a hit so it stops regenerating HP. Okay, sweet. No, because you can't sell. So the thing is, real world trading is not allowed. So if you get caught for real world trading, oh hey look, you know, money. If you get no, so like you can buy a bond outside for like $5. Like you can go to the RuneScape website, buy a bond for $5. It goes to your account in game. You can sell that bond on the Grand Exchange to somebody else. They can use that bond to if they activate the bond, it's 2 weeks worth of membership. That is the only microtransaction in the game, and that was put into place so that free to play members can eventually earn their membership so they don't necessarily have to pay. So they can earn 2 weeks of membership by just playing the game and working very hard. Or members have a lot have a lot better access to things that can get them, 5 million GP in 2 weeks, so they could essentially make all of their own bonds as well. But you can't sell GP for real world money, and if you're caught doing it, they'll ban your accounts. Like there's a lot of real world trading websites that the company that owns Old School RuneScape will actually go after if they find them. It happens, but like it's definitely not allowed. But yes, you could conceivably farm real world money. So so when Venezuela went into like a huge like when they overprinted their money and they went into a huge like financial crisis, a lot of those people resorted to playing RuneScape because you can trade like old school RuneScape, like gold can translate into like actual US dollars. And at the time, like $2 could get you like a box of mac and cheese or something in Venezuela, where like it was hundreds of thousands of their dollars in currency to do that. So there's a lot of people in there's a lot of people who play this game, and the sad coin of the flip side of that coin is there's a lot of people who play this game in third world countries to get US dollars to be able to trade the gold for US dollars um, to be able to feed their families. And that's like the sad side of this. Like and old school RuneScape Gold has actual real world like price, like it's an actual real world currency in a sense that it can swing US dollars pretty easily. There's a I've seen stories of old school RuneScape also like gold also being traded in jails, like in prisons in the United States, as a form of currency to like trade drugs and stuff. Like they're like this old school RuneScape coin has a lot of value to it. outside of the game. It, I guess you could consider it a more stable version of Bitcoin, because it's been around for almost like it's been around for like 10 years. I want those bolts. Die already, dude. Ow. Come on. Stop regenerating your health. There we go. Yeah. Oh, well, look, I actually rolled the battle staff. Yeah, but I mean, like, there's a lot of people. Hold on. I can actually. I don't want to pull it up because I don't want to get in trouble with the company who owns the game. But, like, there's an actual. Yeah, no, RuneScape. RuneScape Gold is like. I don't know how valuable WoW Gold is, um, but definitely, RuneScape Gold definitely has a real world value. Like, it could be considered more valuable than some third world countries' currencies, like an actual real world currency. Yeah, I can believe that. So like there's like a running joke on the on RuneScape between like all the communities and stuff that there's like Venezuelan bot farms and Venezuelans playing this game, like who are real world traders. So it's like we're all a lot of the RuneScape community is sad that they have to resort to it, but it's also unfortunate that they get banned because like we feel bad, but like real world trading is also not a good thing for the game itself. And it kind of sucks the situation that they're in, or they were in. I don't know if they're still in it. I think their economy's gotten better since that happened, but oh, sprinkle some RuneScape knowledge, I guess. The prison one was definitely interesting. Like I actually saw a post of like an ex-con who said that they used to trade RuneScape gold in prison for things, essentially like as a second currency in prison versus US dollars. Yeah, everything is relative. Like I don't know what's better and what isn't for those people. So like, 'cause I don't live there. Yeah, because like I mean they have access like I mean in lower security places, I'm sure they have access to computers or phones. You know what I mean? Or even medium security. Like yeah, probably. They probably find a way. And the thing is, I saw that post not on a RuneScape Reddit. Like it was actually on like it was actually on like another Reddit that had nothing to do with RuneScape. So I was like, this is definitely interesting. So like there's different things you can do. So you can end game for a lot of people is just completing all the bosses to the most that they can. or maxing all your skills to 99. That's also another form of end game that some people do. So your total level will be 2277 when you have all 99s. Some people it is about a PvP game where they just PvP with an account and that's all the account's used for. Because a lot of the times I think the way a lot of PvP works, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with like uh your combat level, which is like a weird calculation of all your other levels. So like I have a combat level of 58.85, and that's just like a combination of all my combat skills, like in a calculator of some sort, making that. I don't know what the actual calculation is, but sometimes they like PvPers will have some stats really good and some stats really bad to purposely make it so their combat level's low so they can excel in some parts of combat. Um, but yeah, just in terms of what you're trying to go for, with my account, I'm an Iron Man, so it's like a special type of account where I can't trade with other players um, and I can't sell to other players in any way, shape, or form. And so everything I get, I have to earn. So it definitely makes you have to really understand how RuneScape works and like find other ways to do things that normal people typically wouldn't have to do. What I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get like a infernal cape, but that's a long ways down the road. I could probably do a fire cape soon if I wanted to, which is like the level down from that. So an infernal cape is like one of the bosses drops it if you complete it, and it's like one of the best capes in the game. I pretty much, yeah, I'd say the best cape in the game, other than the max cape, which is like if you max out your skills. There's a lot of like different things that people would consider their end game. Essentially just more street cred, I guess. It's the same price that I pay for this account that I'd pay for an account that could actually use like the Grand Exchange to trade stuff and trade with other players and things. So the Grand Exchange is like a marketplace for players so they can physically go in game. And I keep forgetting to open my map to show you all this stuff so that, so that you can actually understand what I'm talking about. But I just keep attacking the next Banshee. So actually I could probably open it and be fine. Let's see. Okay, so I'm in this catacomb. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can go up. Let's see. Escape surface. Okay, so the Grand Exchange is here. People can go here and physically trade items to other players for gold, and they'll actually be traded through the market. So there is like a live market in RuneScape. Uh, right here is like the free to play area. So it goes from this wall over here, spans down this way, comes around here, and then it goes down through the desert, goes up through here. It's like a very small area. And then they also have the wilderness. This is the big PvP area for everybody. So this is the PvP area. So they have the wilderness, and then they have this small area here. And then the rest of the world is members. So all of this other stuff that they can't access is all members. So like there's a lot of stuff. And then comparative to the quests, they have, yeah, I'd say about 20 of 156. They have about 20 free to play quests. Oh, I'm still fighting. Okay, sweet. So I didn't actually stop shooting when I was doing that. So yeah, the amount of stuff they can do is just you might, I mean, some people they'll get a free to play account, level it up as best they can, and then switch so they don't have to pay to level from level 1, which makes sense. Yeah, it is a pretty serious members area, and it's steadily growing. Like the devs have started adding more and more and more stuff to the game, and it's just steadily growing, which is good for us. Like as the players, like it gives us stuff to do. I don't think I can. I don't think I have the levels to clean any of those. Okay, attack the next one. Yeah, I think like all the quests typically unlock something, so it's like there's a lot of areas that have to be unlocked via quests, and you just don't have access to the quests. You don't have access to the areas to get to the quests, so it's like there's also a lot of unique items and stuff they just can't get. Like 95% of the items in the game they just can't use or equip because it's a members item. And if you lose membership on an account that has member items, you can't equip those items, and you can only play on the. So there's also specific worlds. So like, there's free to play worlds. Here I can show you the world switcher. So all the gold worlds are members, and so these ones unlock the rest of the world. So if you're inside of a free to play world, you actually physically cannot be in members areas. So like if you're in a members area and you try to log into a free to play world, it'll say you're in a members area, you cannot log into this free to play world. So not only is there physical barriers to prevent free to play members from getting to members areas, but the legitimate servers prevent them from doing so as well. So like the only way to access members areas is being a member. I mean the game's I mean it's on Steam now, so like it's like they have a website, which a lot of people just play through the website because it's like whatever. And then there's a Steam version. But I mean, why play on Steam? I play on so there's like a community made uh like a community made version of the game. Not necessarily the game, but like the game's client. It's called RuneLite, and if you run the game through RuneLite, it's like a community made client and has like a bunch of useful tools and stuff. Like I'll tell you like how much XP you've gained in the past however long you've done stuff. There's a bunch of tools down here that you can use to make your life easier. Uh, you can see what your drops are from all the like this banshee thing. I've killed 30 banshees and it tells me what all my drops were. Actually, I don't actually know if this is right because I don't think I recycled my drops from when I was fighting them before. So should probably clear these out. I can like look other people up. I can look at other worlds really quickly. And then this is like my farming timer. I need to go actually collect my farm stuff when I'm done killing things. I don't know how many kills I've gotten because I didn't bring my gem with me because I'm being dumb. Did I actually hit? What was it? Let's see. No, that's like the easiest C to get. Okay. Oh, okay. I know why the black little line thing was down here. It was down here because it's not because if I do the game capture, it's not showing up my it's not showing that my taskbar is down below. That's why there's like a black line. There's a black line below my game. Granted, you can play in full screen, but I do not, because then I can't easily go over to the wiki and see what's going on and see what I need to do. You're making breakfast for the cats? Do you like bake? Yeah, you can see my taskbar, but when I did the game capture, if I move the game capture, the game capture wasn't showing my taskbar when I was doing. So it's like the version of OBS that I was displaying, because I'm right now just displaying my screen. But before, when I was displaying the game, it that since the taskbar isn't the game, it it was just showing up like as a black line below. I was like, what is this? Why can't I get this to go away? Yeah. So it's just the way I was displaying it. Yeah. So I'm doing a method called what's called safe spotting. So like if an enemy can't fit in an area, you can like and you can like safely attack them from this area, but they can't attack you. So like I'm in this area, this narrow passageway, and this twisted banshee can't fit in the passageway, so I can attack them from this, and they can't attack me, and it saves my health. There's also an aggression timer. So like you notice these guys aren't being aggressive to me anymore. It's because I've been in the area for so long that they don't like recognize me as being here, or they've lost their aggression, or some like weird quirks with stuff like that. Poached fish in the oven. If they go a couple days without fresh fish, I get an open revolt on my hands, which leads to a hunger strike. Dude, if I had the time to like bake for a cat, I would totally do that. Yeah, Banshee choke point. Yeah, like a lot of the bosses, like you have to do something like this because, for instance, like if you saw how hard they're hitting me, I only have 42 HP, which is like halfway to, not even halfway to getting to the max. That's like not that high. So when I'm constantly getting hit by the banshees because they're fairly accurate, I have to keep eating food to regenerate my health. And instead of having to keep eating food and having to micro my health, I'd rather just sit here so I don't have to pay attention to my health and I can still just keep fighting them. For when it comes to levels, there's like XP scaling, so every level is gonna cost more XP to get to. So technically, the midpoint to get to the max level of 99 is level 92. That's like the halfway point, and I'm actually at 92 here with fire making. So I'm halfway to 99 fire making at 92. So 92, if you're playing, if you're playing RuneScape, 92 is half of 99. You're like, if you're a normal person and someone says that to you, you're probably not gonna know what they're talking about. Maybe I'll go do a farm run. Hmm. And look, like these actions, so whenever I use this, per hit point of damage I do, I'm getting 4 HP or 4 hit point or 4 XP of ranged XP, and then uh, it looks like I'm getting for HP health for every damage I do. I think I'm getting damage plus 2, so like I just did 10 damage. Or I don't know how that one works. That was weird, but I'm getting HP XP, and that raises my health. But you can see like if I hover over fire making, it's 355,000 XP to get to the next level. And as you can see, I've already farmed 6.8 million XP. And these are coming in double digits, dude. That was a triple digit for like the Slayer XP, but like grinding in this game is very slow. There are super efficient ways to do it, but like sometimes it just removes the fun from playing the game. To just sit there for hours on end grinding the fastest method. And since I'm playing Iron Man, sometimes I just straight up don't have access to the best method, so I have to improvise. Oh, it tells me I have 69 banshees left to kill. That's a lot, actually, to be quite honest. Maybe once I get to like 65, I will go to a farm run instead, so there's something else happening. I do have to say though, uh, I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of someone actually cooking food for their cat, so that's definitely a cool thing to do. I can't say I could do that. I do actually have to turn in my cat in this game though, for some magic. Oh really? I didn't know that. Oh well, yeah, I could understand because like the cans gotta be super expensive. I'm assuming you still do like dry food though, like over time do dry food because dry food is I don't think dry food is that expensive. I know canned food is exorbitantly overpriced. But it's good that you actually cook for your, pets and keep them healthy. Now here's another question. Do you walk your cats? Or do you just let them outside? That that is the big question. I would totally take my cat for a walk. The trick was to get the fishmonger to prep the fish first. I don't know who's the fishmonger? Is it the fish guy at the market or something? So you like cook fish every day? fish guy at the market. We have like an old school town market in Toronto, which has all these old school guys like fishmongers and butchers and bagel guys. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Now, is it like small fish? Like, I don't know. You probably don't get something expensive like salmon, right? Literally want to kill this one banshee. Come on, dude. Go to empty something. Drop that. One more kill, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so like do you like store the second serving in the fridge, or you just like put it all out at once and let them eat it over time? Oh, I'd assume you have to put the second one in the fridge after you're done cooking it. The second serving. Ironically, they don't like salmon. They like Brazino and sardines the most, but sardines are a treat because I have to gut and fillet the fish myself at home. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do that. Though granted, they're definitely a um, cool skill to have if you can fillet a fish, dude. If you can fillet a fish, you can survive in the wild. I mean, I guess technically if you can't fillet a fish, you could just cook the fish over a fire and eat it, but I mean, you have difficulty eating it. Ooh, a seed. All right, drop this. Grab the bolts. We are outie. I'll probably get attacked by these. No, guess not. Get attacked by these guys out. Run! They all missed. Oh, lots of YouTube to learn how to fillet fish. Way easier than working on land animals. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's probably not easy to work on land animals. Actually, you know what? Why am I doing this? I could just go to the bank here. Or maybe not. I won't go to the bank. I'll here. Go to go to Ardoin. Yeah, man. Like, when you eat normal food, it's always going to be better than like the processed stuff. Processed stuff is a form of convenience. It's not meant to be a permanent thing. It's cool that I got one of those shards though. I need 3 of those for a weapon upgrade when I get the weapon. I don't even have the weapon yet. The chaos runes are pretty solid though. Alright. I need to set up for the farm run. Let's do like 100. I definitely don't need 100, but okay. Do I have everything I need? I'm surprised you guys can't. I'm surprised you guys don't make it in Canada. From New Zealand seems like a very far way away to get cat food. Maybe they have restrictions on it in New Zealand. I imagine there's restrictions on it. Am I missing anything? No. GS. Chronicle. 90 seeds. How many of these do I have? 4. Okay. Yeah, I wish the US would do it like that, but unfortunately, they do not. It is very unfortunate. Pull those seeds. Right, we'll do RD first. Yeah, I wish we would inherit some of the Japanese mindset when it comes to production and quality of stuff. Though for the longest time, American products were pretty good. It seems like they've just now be starting to become like pretty bad. Though it's interesting because if you ever buy for a business, it's better than if you buy for personal use. If you've ever noticed that. Like if you buy like a like for instance, let's say you're buying kitchen equipment and you buy kitchen equipment for like your as if you're gonna have it in your like restaurant versus if you're gonna have it in your home. The stuff in the restaurant. Oh, it's dead, isn't it? Oh no, it's fully grown. Wait, no, I think it's dead. No, it's. Why don't I need a spade for this? All right. Wait, do I have a spade with you? Do I have a spade with you? Please tell me I have a spade. I don't want to run back to the bank. I don't have a spade. Um, but yeah, man, like if you're ever like I'm tempted for when I buy the stuff for my house, when I actually get a house, to just buy business equipment level stuff for the like if you ever go to Walmart or if you ever go to like Target or anything and you try to get stuff for your house, it's like the worst quality stuff for the highest price and it doesn't make any sense. Like you might as well go to like a business supply store, buy it and it's gonna actually last you for 20 years. Yeah, like dude, I used to work in a gas station kitchen for a little bit, and dude, some of the equipment they had in that place would last forever. Like you could throw that thing across the like a spatula across the room, it would never break. Like it was well made because they made it for a business. Like if you, I would order Cisco products for, I think that was the like the regional company or whatever. So I'm gonna buy a walk-in freezer, probably not, but like what I mean is like hand equipment, like pizza cutters, knives, forks, like pots and pans, things that you use in a business that will last a very long time. But like if you bought at Walmart for your home uses, will last you maybe like 3 years. I need a spade. Oh, I know what I missed. I also need the air staff. Oh, I have it. What am I doing? I'm being dumb. Yeah, I mean, if I could afford a walk-in freezer, I would get a walk-in freezer, but I don't think I can afford a walk-in freezer. I think those are pretty expensive. Now you want me to now you've made me want to look up how much it costs to install a walk-in freezer. Walk-in freezer. You will spend between $10,000 and $4,000 on a custom walk-in cooler built to suit your specific needs. A 6 foot by 6 foot cooler will likely cost you around $66 per month, while a 10 foot by 10 foot cooler will likely cost you about $140 a month. There's one that says here, cost to install walk-in cooler $1,000 to $10,000. So this must be a smaller one. I think this is dead. No, it would be? It would. No, it's fully grown. It's just don't know why I needed a spade to farm it. But I'm literally picking it now. You paid $16,000 for a Sub-Zero fridge. Dude, you might as well drive to the United States and just you might as well at that point you might as well drive to the United States with a rental truck and buy a fridge. Oh, I also double screwed up because I didn't bring enough um herb seeds. I needed one more. But I'm not running back. I'll go to another bank. You had to wait a year? Dude, dry. You could have had a fridge in the same day. For that it cost. You could have a fridge in the same day. That was a bad deal, sir. I'm sorry to tell you. Wait, why'd I do that? I need to compost. Cabbage. Alright. Got to fill up my watering can and move on to the next one. Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You can, well, I guess if you're in your own house, dude, you can build you can build a walled-in fridge. I mean, that would suck if you, I guess, didn't want to do that. But you could build a walled-in fridge if it was that expensive and you wanted something that large and you're worried about noise. Just like you could do that. Walled-in fridge sounds like a better option. I have to run down to the bank. Wish I did not have to. I need to grab pineapples. I don't know if I can grab enough to do this. I guess if you're in an apartment, you kind of can't really choose. That is actually a good idea, because, like, you know, that is a very good idea. And I have a my grandmother, they have like they're a farm, and they have like their normal fridge in the house. But then they have like a bunch of fridges and deep freezers in like a side building. So like they can store stuff not in the house. Um, Granted, you live in Toronto, so you probably don't have a lot of like side room, but that's like, I guess, an option if you're willing to like build a side building that has power in it. Though Toronto's probably pretty strict about that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know about living in Toronto. Not much of a Canadian, more of an American. I need to run and get 3 more pineapples and another herb seed. Actually, no, I only had 4. It's fine. Don't need the next herb seed. Yeah, I mean, as much as I love living in Houston, like I'm kind of I'm kind of worried about the house buying process just because of like the what I've heard about HOAs and stuff. Like I don't like the idea of uh being told that when I have to mow my lawn. But I mean, like I get the premise of them, but you know, sometimes they have like hundreds of houses underneath their like grasps of power, and I don't really like that idea. Seems like corruption. Seems like very bad things could happen when you have that amount of people's homes underneath. And then they can also like foreclose your home, which I don't understand how that's legal, but HOAs, people, HOAs. The new trend in Toronto is to build multi-level basements. So most of the rebuilds are like 2 to 3 level base. What? You have multiple levels of basements? So basement is like a gym slash family room, and another is a garage, and another is a storage. That's interesting. Does it go like multiple floors of basement, or is it like they're building the house on top of the garage, like the base level? The last one I have is Falador. I'll hit this farm, this fruit patch. Do you guys have HOAs in Toronto? You probably do, but I don't know how those work in Canada. Okay, I need to. Yeah, I don't like the idea of the HOA, but they're like everywhere here in Texas. Like, I don't understand. Some people say it's like to keep house values up, but like on the other end, it's like you're giving up a lot to you're giving up a lot of freedoms to do that. And if you buy a $300,000 house, you should think that you should be able to do whatever you want with it. And I mean, obviously, you don't want to be a mean person and have that affect your neighbor's property or whatever. But I think they're not great. Yeah, I wish they would. In the states, we have a problem where it's like we don't have in a lot of cities we don't have enough housing, and uh, a lot of people want single family housing, which causes a problem because in like a city you can only expand out so far from the city before it's no longer practical to commute. And so but there's like not enough room for every person in the city to have a single family house. So no one ever wants like the single family housing areas to ever get rezoned into like higher housing, so it's always like a housing problem in large cities. In reality, if they just like rezone them to like eight plexes, like octplexes or something, and built a lot of side by side, like really tall housing that had a lot of apartments, like there'd be plenty of housing for everybody. But everyone wants like a single family home, which I get it. Like having your own home is like the ultimate like form of freedom because you can do whatever you want with it. Oh, that's cool. Import seed. We'll exchange this guy. Oh no, I cleaned it again. That's not bad. I already had a stack going. Uh, multi-level basement's definitely interesting. I'd be down for that, having more room in a basement. I can understand that though, like you always want food coming in. Like food coming in is a very good thing from a close by area. But I can understand that if it's like keeping the city from building up, that's also problematic. All right, we're gonna go deposit and then go grab all the trees. All the trees. Let's see. I need to yeah, it's like 200 plus K here to get a place in Houston. I mean, it's not a problem if you have like two people working, but it's still pretty expensive. Yeah, that is definitely annoying. Like the towers would be more practical and give more housing though. Like the thing is like higher rent doesn't matter if you can't attract anybody to live in it. You know what I mean? I do. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's pros and cons to it, but like them building a tower is gonna be more practical over time because that it will attract the people who can't afford a higher rent. It'll attract more people. What did I need to do? I need to do trees. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for the willows and oaks. 5 apples. How many willows do I have? Could go thieve like 6 apples. Click standby in this and just leave 6 apples. Oh, get away from me. I got both of them on me now. Get away. Just need an apple. 1 apple, please. There we go. That's not bad, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, yeah, I got attacked by guard dogs because I was stealing from stalls, market stalls. Uh, yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty good compared, like, I'm paying double that in US dollars. It's like, you have it pretty good if you're paying that much. Yeah, I had to steal some apples so that so I could pay farmers with the apples to watch my trees that I'm gonna plant, if that makes sense. So, in order for the farmers to watch your trees so your trees don't die, I mean, you could just let the trees sit there and hope for the best. But if you don't want them to die, you have to like pay the farmers, and the way you pay the farmers is with bags or baskets of crops, different kinds of crops. So I can like go in here and check. Oh hey, my oak trees are gonna take 5 tomato basket with 5 tomatoes in it, or an apple basket with 5 tomatoes in it, or apple basket with 5 apples in it, not tomatoes. Let's see. Hello, SF. Ooh, you're a ghost. Ooh, ghosty. I need to like. Okay. How do I want to do this? I keep forgetting there's like a teleport I can do to make tab really less painful. Not hot air balloon. It's one I used last time. The minigame teleport. Yeah, less for the players. I mean, you can pickpocket civilians and stuff. To remember how to get there. I think I can run along the right side of Witch's house. Actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna stay to the left. There's like whole quests that revolve around thieving. Like, you should seen the quest I did last night. I was just knocking people out to steal their money with like a club. Alright, one paid for. Time to go to the next one. Highway Bandit quest. Sorry I'm coughing so much. I'm like slowly dying here. Okay, we got both those done. Let's teleport to the home. Run through the castle. I hope not. You know what? If I did, it'd put me out of my misery. No, I think I just have the heat running. It's probably just cold outside, and I just have a tendency to have problems when there's centralized heating running. Okay, you're paid. Bye. Bye, guard farmer. I'm saying it as a joke. I'm not serious. Like, I don't want to be put out the pasture yet. I haven't grind I haven't grinded enough RuneScape yet to be able to leave. Yeah, that's what I think it is, because it's not that I have a cold, it's that, yeah, it's dry throat. Uh, all these are planted. Brimham Trino Village. Oh, look, that's dead. Just gonna clear this since it's dead. Get out of my bush patch. I don't even have anything to plant in it. Yeah, maybe I need that, but I live in an apartment. The heat's running, it's pretty dry. To Brimhaven, sir. I have to stand like behind the farming patch because otherwise those poison spiders will attack me. Or jungle spiders. Look, he's menacing. He's just waiting to attack some innocent farmer. Where'd he go? That guy. Just waiting to pounce on some innocent fruit tree farmer. Need to run to the left. Or walk to the left. I mean, the humidity in like a house can determine whether you feel like you're freezing to death or not. Like, it can make the temperature feel 2 to 3 degrees off. So, for instance, like if it's super cold and you turn like the humidity up, you can actually make it so it's a little warmer. Just slightly though. I will have to go in like, I don't know, let's see, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, something like that. Just so that I can call Ladyford before I go to work. Okay, I've done all these patches. Champions Guild. You gotta be careful of those smart controls though, because like they did some whack stuff in California when they're having those I think it was like last summer when they're having those oh, what was it? They're having those rolling blackouts. A bunch of people like
um, when they were getting their utilities put in, they agreed for these lower utility bills. Like they signed for these lower utility bills, like it was like this huge discount, but they put like their own system in your house. When when the electric companies started having rolling blackouts, they were able to remotely control these people's like temperatures in their houses and turn all their ACs off. So it'd be like you'd have like hours with your AC just being off. So you like gotta be careful like the smart stuff when it comes to your when it comes to your home. Make sure you have full control over your temperature of your house. I gotta say that was like the first time I've ever like seen anyone take over somebody's temperature like in their house remotely. That's just like that's just beyond comprehension. I don't know. I'd have to say like the first time that would happen to me, I'd have to remove the smart stuff and then put in like an old-fashioned thermostat with like an AC and a window. I don't think that'd be long for me if the electric company was controlling my AC that I was paying for. Time to get some education on installing heat pumps so it can be removed. Where did that rune full helm go that I got as a drop? Or was that an Addy? I think it was an Adam full helm. I thought it was a rune though. It was. I didn't get a rune full helm. Sweet. Where's my? Actually, I'm gonna keep that just in case I need it for a clue scroll. I don't know what I actually need for clue scrolls. Yeah, I mean in Texas it got to freezing over last winter. Not like into negatives, but it got down to like pretty cold, colder than like a normal than I would think than you'd think to be in Texas. Clickbait title, dude. This is exactly what I play when I don't stream. Okay, I play this when I do not stream, and people are like, "Oh hey, what do you do when you don't stream?" And I was like, "Well, I play RuneScape all the time." And so I decided to show this on a stream, and this will probably be the only time I show it on a stream because I don't like streaming it. Yeah, okay. Clickbait title, you got me. Yeah, everything's going well, Booster. It's good to see you, man. Gotta gotta play something at some point. What should I do? What should I do for the next 30 minutes? I don't want to go back to killing banshees. Can be leveled up. Oh, I can turn my cat in. Hold on. This equipment back. Ethereal. I have not. Oh, is ethereal. Now I gotta like. Hold on, booster. I'm looking at your channel. Looking at ethereal. It actually does. Does have some old. It actually has some RuneScape 3 vibes because it's like RuneScape 3 has a lot of the newer. What do you call it? Graphics. I need my cat. Sorry, cat, you're being turned into magic. Actually, you know what? I know what I can do after this, after I turn this cat in. Releasing April, early May. I may have to check it out. Though granted, I do spend all my time offline on this game, so I don't know what my time will look like, but I'll definitely look at it. Can't say I'll stream it because dude, I can. Oh, hold on. I'll tell you how. I can show you how much time I've spent on this account. There's a way to check. Where was it? There was like a way to check it. Oh, it's in here. Time played. Click to reveal. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to display your time played? Yes. 16 days. I have 16 days of playtime on this account. Almost 17 days. It's 10. Windows 10. I don't want to update to 11 because it breaks a lot of stuff, and I don't like Windows 11. I'm more of a Windows 7 guy, you feel? Wish to just like bring back an emulated version of Windows 7. Like a lot of the overlays and stuff in Windows 8, 10, and 11 just seems like it's made for people who don't know how to use a computer. Wait, who was I supposed to give this to? I think I'm literally just supposed to give it to like a kid or something. Was I just give it to a child, right? Child. No, it doesn't work. Who do I give this to? Oh, I think I give it to a civilian. Civilian. Death runes. Let's go. Alright, I think I know what I can do. I don't know if my minigame teleport's done uploading. That's nothing. Gotta step it up. That's like less than 400 hours. You're working too much more RuneScape. Yeah, what do you think I do outside of work? The last forever amount of time that I have not been streaming. I've been doing this. Yeah, dude, like when I'm trying to find settings in when I'm trying to like find settings, I want to pull this up. I want to pull this up. I don't oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. I want to pull this up. I don't want to like pull up, you know, an entire bar explaining to me what I need to do or bringing up Bing search to like try to find. I don't need I don't need to Bing search what I'm looking for. See you later, Booster. You know what I mean? Like no one wants to Bing search for things on their computer to try to solve the problem, and no one wants to pull up these weird side things that don't get you where you actually need to go. I don't want that to go there. We'll do a mini game. Forgot what I need in here. I think I just need a pickaxe. Could be wrong. Pretty sure that's all I need. Yeah, but I mean, like, when you pull up this, you want to pull up this. You don't want to pull up this stuff. Like, I don't need that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And this, I mean, when you want to go look at settings, you just want to go look at settings. I had to go dig for this. I had to go dig for a control panel. I shouldn't have to go do that. The reason why it's on my taskbar is because you have to go into File Explorer to go search for it. Where in Windows 7, it was literally just in here on the right side. And then on top of that, Windows 11 has ads. And on Windows 11, unless you buy the business version, you cannot make an offline account or the pro version. You have to have a Windows account to even though you paid like what is it, 100, 200 bucks or whatever, you have to have a Windows account if you don't have a pro version, and you cannot make an offline account. So that's why I'm not upgrading to the basic version because I don't want to link. I've linked my Microsoft account to this one, to Windows 10, but when I upgrade, if I do ever do an upgrade, I'm not I'm making sure I get Windows 11 Pro. I remember the days of Windows 7 where you could just make all of the offline accounts that you wanted to. You did not have to connect it to the internet. You did not have to do any of that. It was just like easy. Okay, I have to mine. I have to put it into. I don't have to do literally anything other than mine stuff, so I don't know. We're gonna do a mini game. Get some ores. Temporis, fishing trawler, Guardians of the Rift. They're like a round or two of Guardians of the Rift. Yeah, I mean it's like, dude, peak 14%. Unfortunate. 16%. Oh wait, since I did Lost City last night, I can do Cosmic Runes. Sweet. Uh, modded Windows 11. It's called Ghost. What does Ghost do? I've thought about, so there's an open, there's like a mod thing that you can do to change like the Windows desktop and how all of these things work. I forgot what it's called, but there's a way. Yeah, there's like a mod you can, there's a modification you can do to change Windows, and it will make it so you can change the bar that back to Windows 7. You can change this start screen back to Windows 7, and you can change all this like the bottom tray back to Windows 7 and make it so all this stuff disappears. So it's like actual Windows 7. But they actually, like, it seems like with Windows 8 they didn't care about the people who actually have used computers. They dumbed it down to be, they tried to dumb it down, but in reality they just made it more complicated because now you have to weed through stuff to get to what you're looking for. You would think that Windows would make their, if they really wanted Windows 11 to be the ultimate version of Windows, they would allow people to, I mean, they can already run things in the compatibility mode of the old OSs, so why not just let them run as an old OS? Let all the security features run in the background, but like don't, like, why dumb it down for the people who want the more advanced setup? Like there's like so much bloat too. Like there, I watched a YouTube video of a guy who went into went into the OS's system and using a was using a type of software that pinged where the operating system was sending data to and from. And in Windows XP, the only place that the Windows operating system, the fresh Windows operating system was sending stuff to was the Windows Update server. But now with Windows 11, there's like dozens and dozens and dozens of places that Windows 11 pings to on a fresh version. So it's like your computer's constantly running all these pings to a bunch of different websites all the time. 65%. Thank you, Brian, for sitting for a while and talking to me. Hope your cats enjoy the fish. I mean, I don't think my computer's chipset will even allow me to run Windows 11 because of the new um, security requirements on like the motherboard or whatever, which I don't have. And what's unique is the flip side of things on Mac. They're super secretive. Like, granted, people have also got dug into their stuff and they send your data too, but like they're really good at I mean, if they're sending your data, they're not really protecting your privacy. But since they're so secretive, it's a lot harder for viruses and things to be programmed for Apple because they don't know the hardware and they don't know the software. Wait to this to get to like 90%, they just have to like rapidly click it, or 95%. Oh well, like I have similar specs to you then. So yeah, I should probably be able to run it. I have a 1660, not to one up or anything. Though granted, that's like mid grade nowadays. But it still can run a stream pretty well and play most games at a pretty decent graphic setting. I'm not complaining about it. These are all players. There's like a couple of NPCs here. I gotta keep watching that. The NPCs aren't the ones running around though. I just have to like watch the percentage because I'll have to like rapidly click so I can get into the game. Give me like a 95 percentage. Come on. Come on. Let me through. There we go. Let's go. Forgot if I actually needed anything more than a pickaxe down here. Watch, I'm gonna get like hosed because I forgot I needed something. Actually, having a rune pouch probably would have helped, but whatever. Sort of. So it's a rune crafting mini game. So runes are used to cast magic. It's just used to cast, or this is just used to what do you call it? Essentially make runes, but also get like rune crafting XP in this mini game. That's like the so basically what I'm doing here is I'm getting these guardian fragments, then I can make those into pieces of like like what is it called? Essence fragments or something, and then I can make those into runes. And then I could submit those runes, give me like energy that I can give to this boss guy to kill to seal this rift that these abyss creatures are coming from. So I think I have plenty. No portals have opened yet. So what I'll do is I'll come work at this workbench, and this will allow me to turn all these little guardian fragments into guardian essence. And in 16 seconds, one of these little pillars is going to open, and then I can go inside the pillar and craft runes, and that'll give me energy to give to this guy. It's kind of dumb for me to craft these, to be honest, because there's other things that happen. Like there's a portal that opens, and I can just mine essence directly. And dude, this is actually great because chaos ulter's freaking amazing for me because I get to keep the runes from the minigame, which is great. Let's see, I got this like energy or guardian stone, and then what I'll do is I'll give this guardian stone to this dude, and it powers him up, and it gives some power up here. I go over here, deposit these runes. I can chill around, wait for a portal. There, a portal opened. And everyone's rushing to the portal. Everyone's like freaking out. Portal. And this one you can just straight up mine the essence directly instead of having to craft it. If I had the essence pouch, I could hold more, but I didn't bring it. Oh wait, I don't have the. I don't think I have the quest to make law runes. So we'll go to nature. Make more nature runes. Yeah, so this is basically the minigame. Just I have to try to keep this as even as possible, but in reality, most of the time you're gonna have more elemental than catalytic, just because a lot of the catalytic altars have quest requirements, so I can only go in like half of them versus all the elemental ones. 6 seconds, and then I can. Please give me a chaos altar. I'll take a cosmic maybe. Oh, this is weird. Oh, I forgot it's in space. Chaos altars or cosmic altars in space. I have yet to make cosmics before on this account. That was the first time. I don't actually know what my balance is currently, but we're going to enter the nature. I have this special talisman, so this I can actually enter this one. Oh, I didn't give you your stones yet. Oh shoot, there's a portal. Quickly to the portal. Run! I did it! No! No, I hit it! No, that was awful. That was awful. I hit the teleport out. I shouldn't have done that. Uh, uh, but yes. This is sort of like a raid. Give me a good one. I can't go into the death altar. I'll go into the fire altar. Yeah, I double clicked. I wonder if you go to these altars, like in the world, if you can see all these people just running. Actually, need more essence. More creatures of the abyss are emerging. Oh, big essence, huge essence mine. Didn't double click this time. We have time for like this one mini game, then I got a piece out of here. This is good though. I can get a lot of cosmic runes built up. Cosmics are awesome. It allows you to enchant jewelry, uh, and arrows and bolts if you have gems on them. Essentially allows you to enchant gems, so they get like special abilities. See if I can finish up these last few I have in my inventory. Oh shoot, I didn't want to get to that chaos altar. I'm not going to though. No, I didn't. I wish I could do like the quest to get death runes, because that'd be so much better, but it's a late game quest, unfortunately, and I can't do it yet. Do the body one though. Let's finish these up. Turn this in. I don't. I gotta go quick. Gotta do this quick. Gotta go back. Go back. There's a portal open. I'm not double clicking this time. Yeah, dude, the Bad Batch is really good. If you like the Bad Batch, go and watch the actual Clone Wars cartoon series. Uh, and the Clone Wars cartoon series is a very unique series because it starts out as like this show that's meant for kids, sort of. But the thing is, as the age group progresses and as the story of the Star Wars world progresses, like it gets darker and darker as it gets toward like from episode two, from the movie number two. So the Clone Wars spans from movie two and movie three, and so it actually stuff in movie three happens during the events of the Clone Wars series. So like over time, the series gets darker and darker and darker, and more like terrible things start happening. It's like a, it is like a crazy. Yes, I want to leave. Let's see what I got for reward. I got 28 cosmic runes, 4 catalytic energy, 0 elemental energy. Okay, it like it's if you like if you, I'm telling you if you like the Bad Batch, watch season 1 through 7 of the Clone Wars. It'll change your perspective on Star Wars, I think, because like it is a very good TV. It is a very good show. Very well done. But anyways, I do wait. Okay, I'll do a quick farm run and then I'll get off. A very quick farm run. Yeah, movie 2. You probably like the actual TV show though, Star Wars: The Clone Wars is really good. And over time, a lot of the characters in the series progress, and there's some very dark themes that come out at the end in season 5 and 6, and it's definitely a very interesting movie or show. It gets to the end and you're like, dude, this is a kid show. Like, but the thing is, this series has gone on over the period of like like 5, 10 years since I was in middle school. It started. The Clone Wars started, so it's over almost over 10 years. It started when I was in like 6th grade, 5th or 6th grade, yeah, something like that. What did I need for this farm run? I need runes. Got all those. I need the air staff. No, go back. Air staff, damn it. 2008. Yeah, a long time. Ugh, can I farm Irits? Yes, I can. I can farm one. Are these done? No, they're not. Okay, I'm only doing the regular patches. Okay, allotments. Almost at watermelons. Running out of seeds. Might as well just take all the cabbage and onion seeds and limpert seed. Not forgetting my spade and rake.
Was it season 7? I thought there was only 6 seasons. Was there 7? Was the last one number 7? I might be getting it wrong. Hold on, now I gotta go to Disney Plus. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't have anything playing. No Disney. Don't play anything. I'll get in trouble. Star Wars, The Clone Wars, but not the movie Clone Wars. Oh yeah, it is season 7. Sorry. Yeah, the last season is season 7. I was wrong. I keep thinking it's season 6 because Disney cut it off at season 6 and they're like, no more Star Wars because originally Star Wars was being shown on Cartoon Network, which was Warner Brothers, and that's a competitor to Disney. And Disney was like, no, and so all the fans got pissed, and so they made season 7 to finish the Clone Wars. Yeah, watch the seasons before that too. Like all the seasons before that are really good. There's some really good there's some really good Anakin moments. There's some really good lore moments that you wouldn't know unless you watched. Some really good lore. Lore as in things about the Star Wars universe that makes the Star Wars universe make sense. And like there's one instance with the I think it's called the Celestials. Oh, it's Mary. Oh, run, run, back by Ampling. Money. There's money. Come here. Get over here. Come back. No. Don't run away from me. Okay, I just got a pineapple seed out of that. That's pretty bad, actually. uh, the Celestials were like ancient force wielders that embody different forms of the force. There's the son, the daughter, and the father. The father is the balance, the daughter is the light, and the son is the dark. And it foreshadows like the um, rise of Darth Vader. They wanted to put Darth Revan in it, but technically the way, but Dave Filoni is really good at the story. Noted that Dark Lords can't become Force ghosts. They can only Force wielders of a light can. But there is some pretty good um, there is some pretty good knowledge behind the fact that it's very much possible that Darth Plagueis, that was Lord Sidious's master, is actually Jar Jar. There's some actually pretty good factual and like actual lore stuff behind that because Darth Plagueis through his entire life was seeking a way to solve immortality, and towards the end it's believed that he actually found a way to do it and that he embodied Jar Jar Binks and has been watching the entire thing from the shadows of Emperor Palpatine's plot and everything, and he was the sole person to actually push Emperor Palpatine plot through for the Dark Lords to take over. there's a like there's a and there's also like a comic book that was produced that oh get out of here, evil Bob. There's a comic book that was produced that Jar Jar Binks was during the Clone Wars, and Jar Jar was with a bunch of clones, and a Jedi, I believe a Jedi had fallen, and it was a clone and Jar Jar surrounded by battle droids, and Jar Jar was able to wield the lightsaber, destroy all the battle droids in a swift, like Jedi-esque fashion, and then he stumbled back to being his old self again. Oh no, it was like there's like random events that happen, and I didn't want to do that one. There's like random events that pop up with your character. Yeah. You can send the random events away. Typically, like some NPC that spawns next to you and is like, "Hey, would you like to do something?" And a lot of the times, it's just for like random doodads or like stuff that isn't necessarily helpful. Why did that go bad? Oh no, it's a willow tree. Never mind. I was, I was like, I insured that thing. Why did it go bad? But it didn't go bad. So there's random events that happen. Some of them are useful, some of them are not, and some of them just give you like unique wearable stuff. Some of them give you like XP. Some of them give you random like junk items, and I don't actually know what Evil Bob gives, but I don't want to find out. And all of my cabbages are dying. Those cabbages are dead. Wait, when I just planted, did I put... I don't think I put down compost on my onions. The thing is, like, my cabbages keep going bad because I don't have like a flower that protects them, and it just calculates it based on my farming level, essentially, if it's gonna kill my crops or not. A magic farm sim. Yeah, I am teleporting between these farm plots to do farming. This is fully grown. Oh, it is fully grown. Alright, well, I'll leave those here until next time, but I'm going to, because I didn't bring seeds to replace it, I will teleport to the next one. There is a upgrade I can get where I no longer have to rake these patches, which would be nice. But it takes a long time to get, I'm pretty sure. I am going to plant cabbages here because they're immune here. You're not going to be able to pick this. They all fell to the ground. Limpwort roots. Give me another compost. Yeah, there's a pet. Some guys got a pet that's following him around.
Those typically get dropped from like bosses and stuff. There's one up there too. That one drops some tree cutting. They're really rare. Kind of some of the cool things you can get in this game. So I did all of them. Okay. All right. Well, I will. I am going to call it here for the stream. I have to get ready for work. Though, granted, I've already done like half of what I needed to do. I have to do the other half of what I need to do. So I'll catch you guys next time. I probably won't stream this again unless, I don't know, unless people want me to stream this again. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. SF, and everybody else. I will catch you guys next time on the next stream. Peace out. Maybe I'll play some like outro RuneScape music. Hold on a second. Play some outro.